Justin Verlander was on the mound again. We talked about him on Baseball Tonight the other day. His velocity seemed to be pretty good. He had no control, didn't really know where the ball was going. So the fact that there's velocity, is that from a medical standpoint a good sign?
Well, sure, it's a good sign. And another really good sign is that he said the day afterward that he felt good and there were no issues. That's something that hasn't happened since this cramp, as it was called, first appeared during spring training. Remember, we heard a cramp.
You're an expert. What about a cramp?
Well, you don't really hear about cramps in the triceps. In fact, we don't hear about tendinitis or muscle injuries in the triceps very often. Guys will complain of pain there, but usually it's a referral from pain in the elbow. That's why the alarm bells go off. So while it's good that they've said there's nothing structurally wrong with his elbow, you look at the age of Verlander, the number of innings pitched, over 200 innings pitched the last 8 years, and you worry, is this a signal of something at the elbow?
What about last year and the core muscle issue that he had that kind of affected his performance? You think about compensation, which a lot of times, what gets me is when you have teams that say, hey, this player's back injury has nothing to do with the hamstring injury he had a month or so ago. How does it not, Stefania? I mean, it's a kinetic chain, right?
It does, and I can tell you, he's worked with a physical therapist intensely in the offseason for that exact reason. He felt like he wasn't right, and he thinks he's much stronger and much more connected through his whole body. The problem is, now we're talking about his throwing arm, something we really haven't had an issue with him for Verlander.